Hi, my name is Hillary Barr, and today I'm going to talk about raised bed vegetable gardening. In 2017, the National Gardening Association reported that 35% of U.S. households has a garden. This number was up 200% from 2008. That means that 2 million more households in America have gardens, and that's awesome. Raised bed vegetable gardening is ideal for beginners because it requires little space, little attention, and it's productive. The first step is determining the ideal location in your yard for the garden. The ideal location will offer plenty of sun, as most plants need at least 8 hours of sun every day. It'll also provide enough space for the vegetables you choose to grow, and it will also avoid any low-lying areas in your yard which may become waterlogged, and that would cause the roots to lose oxygen. Once you have your ideal location picked out, you will want to remove any weeds or grass from the area in preparation for your garden bed. Garden beds range in size from 2 foot by 4 foot to 4 foot by 12 foot. The most popular size is 4 foot by 4 foot. My garden pictured here is 4 foot by 8 foot. Once you have determined the size of your garden, you could either build your own or purchase a kit from a home improvement store. A 4 foot by 4 foot bed would cost you approximately $50. Once you have built your frame, it's a great idea to put a weed preventative in. You would want to choose something to block weeds, like a landscape fabric or a plastic liner. We chose plastic liner, and we just attached it to the frame of our bed to prevent any weeds from getting in. Next, you would maybe want to consider a enclosure. We used a 4 foot section of chicken wire and attached it to our frame. This was to prevent rabbits from getting into our garden. Unfortunately, it did not take in consideration the squirrels because they were very easily able to get into the garden, and I lost a lot of tomatoes. So last year we decided to update our design. Our new design features 6 foot walls and is completely enclosed by chicken wire. It also features 2 front doors that open very wide to allow us easy access into the garden. Once you have your frame built, you are ready for soil. The great thing about raised bed vegetable gardening is even if you have poor soil in your yard, you get to start over. So you could choose an organic soil, or they even now have specially formulated soils just for raised bed gardens. The one thing to keep in mind is you want at least 6 inches to 12 inches of depth for your vegetable plants. Once your soil is in place, it's the fun part. Get to choose whatever fruits or vegetables you want to plant. You could choose to plant seeds or buy plants and transplant them into your garden. Seeds offer some benefits. They are cheaper and there are more variety. However, they're prone to failure and you may have to start them indoors. For instance, this time of year, you would be starting your beets and broccoli, but it's just not warm enough outside. So you would have to start them indoors. What you could do is take a 100% recycled egg carton and you could fill it with soil, plant your seeds inside, and then water them and let them sprout. And the great thing about this is you can easily cut these into sections and put them straight into the soil because they will compost. The great thing about plants is that you can easily just transplant them straight into your garden once the weather is nice enough, but they are a little bit more expensive and there's not as much variety, but they are more successful. Once your plants and seeds are in your garden, there might be a little bit of maintenance, nothing that would break your back, just making sure that your plants have adequate water, and also there may be just a little bit of weeding, nothing crazy. You may also have to provide support for your climbers, such as tomatoes and cucumbers. This picture shows my cucumber plant with the trellis. This allows the cucumber plant to grow up and not grow out and crowd any of my other vegetables. Depending on what you plant, you'll be ready to harvest shortly, probably 1 to 2 months. So once you're able to harvest, you'll want to check quite frequently your garden because some vegetables do ripen faster than others. You also want to see if there's anything hidden in there, like cucumbers. They blend in with the foliage. It's kind of hard to see them sometimes, so you might have to get in there and move some stuff around. Your seed packets and your plant packaging will provide you with dates about how long it'll take for your plants to mature. Once you harvest, you may also want to keep in mind any tools you might need, like gardening shears or pruners, especially for cucumbers because they are tough to get off the vine, so shears are very helpful. Raised bed vegetable gardens are great for beginners because they require little space, which means that they're ideal for residential areas. They also, if built properly, will last you a long time and protect your vegetables. They will also help if you have poor soil in your yard because it's not going to matter because you'll be picking your own soil. And they also allow you to either transplant in plants, seeds, or as I do, a little bit of combination of both. And they also require very little maintenance. Thank you.